Hey everybody, Mike Guglielmi from Sons of a Pitch, an American soccer podcast, here for the Der Klassiker. Bayern Munich visits Borussia Dortmund on this Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to our channel to not miss any of our awesome soccer content. So today we're going to be talking everything Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich, what this matchup means for the Bundesliga as a whole. I mean, we're talking... the champion could be crowned today. If Bayern pulls off a victory and gets all 3 points, they could be the champions. If Bayern does not get the win and Borussia Dortmund pulls it out, then it's going to be a hell of a race for the next 7 games or so between Bayern and Borussia Dortmund, and possibly even Leipzig and Leverkusen. So we're getting ready to kick off here, just about 30 seconds away from kickoff. So thanks again for joining. Make sure you hit subscribe and not miss any of our awesome soccer content every time we go live to do our live stream reactions. So here is the whistle, and we are kicked off and underway. The starting lineups for Borussia Dortmund, you'll see them along the bottom of the screen as well, just below me. We've got Berkey in net for Borussia Dortmund in a 3-4-2-1. Akanji, Hummels, Piszczek are the 3 defenders. 4 mids are Hakimi, Delaney, Dahoud, and Guerrero. The 2 forward midfielders are going to be Brandt and Hazard, with Haaland up top. Now, for Bayern Munich, we've got Neuer in the goal. We've got Davies, Alaba, Boateng, Pavard across the back in a 4-2-3-1. Goretzka, Kimmich, Gnabry, Müller, Coman, and Lewandowski at the top. So, those are the starting lineups. A really, really strong lineup there for both sides. This is their top-notch at the moment. So we've got a couple guys on the bench. We've got, who's on the bench for Borussia Dortmund? Gio Reyna, the young 17-year-old USMNT striker. He is striker slash midfield slash, whatever. But he's there. He's ready to go. Rocky, thanks for joining us. Again, you've been with us through a lot of these lives. We really appreciate it. You're right. This might as well be a Champions League match with these two teams. These are two teams that are always in the Champions League. When they're not there, it's very odd. Here is Davies playing the ball. A little bit of a misplay as Hakimi, who's been on fire in his last few games for Borussia Dortmund, is on the ball. Davies takes it back, makes a little bit of a run, and passes back to the midfield. Kimmich in possession right now in the Dortmund half. Now he passes it up and back now to Kimmich. Kimmich goes back to Alaba. And Borussia Dortmund is just kind of easing, letting Bayern take the pressure to him. Davies with another turnover here. Hakimi is the one there for Dortmund. And there's a foul against Bayern Munich. So, looks like Borussia Dortmund had a quick chance here. Hazard ended up with a nice through ball. Haaland gets a shot after Neuer comes out. It goes through his legs. But luckily for Bayern Munich, they've got the defender Boateng is there right on the line to clear it off. So the first chance is there for Bayern Munich to not go down 1-0 in the first minute or so. So let us know in the comments, where are you from? Where are you watching from? We're based out of Chicago, and just outside Chicago, actually, in Illinois. So let us know in the chat. I know Rocky from Portland. And other than that, the other people watching, let us know where you're watching from. Here is Borussia Dortmund with some possession now at the back as they go out to their favorite Hakimi over on the right-hand side. He's going to be running circles over there because he's been on fire the last few matches since we've gotten back from this coronavirus outbreak, stoppage. So here we see Brandt in possession for Dortmund in the midfield. He goes over to Dahoud. Dahoud switches over to Hakimi on the right wing. And the switch is taken nicely by the Bayern defense. Now another pass up the left-hand side. And Guerrero, who also has been on fire, just both wingers for Borussia Dortmund have been on fire with Guerrero has had multiple goals in, I think, 3 goals in the last 2 games since we've come back, as well as we've got Hakimi, who's just been playing great. For every game, he's making great moves and a lot of possession on that wing and causing a lot of dangerous balls to be played into the middle. So now Bayern is playing with a little bit of possession at the back. A long ball up to Davies, who turns it over off Hakimi, but it goes out for a throw-in. So Gnabry passes back to Davies. Love to see Davies have a big game in his first, at least the first one I'm watching, Der Klassiker. I'm sure he played in the other one earlier in the year, but maybe not. Gonzalo Calisto, thanks for joining. A site to watch. I don't have a site. That's why I'm doing the live stream reaction. I've got through my TV here, but no streams that I'm aware of, and we won't be showing the game here. But you're more than welcome to hang out and listen to what's going on if you can't find a stream. So here we go, 4th minute, almost actually 5th minute, and Dortmund clears up only as far as Alaba and Boateng, the center backs for Bayern Munich. So in the chat, let us know, what are you thinking, what's your thoughts on the predictions in this one? Do we see Borussia Dortmund victory at home to pull within 1 point, or do we think we're going to see a Bayern Munich win? So let us know in the chat what your predictions are. My prediction in this one, I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. I think we're going to see some goals, but I think these two teams are very, very even, and without that home field advantage at Signal Iduna Park, I think you're going to see a pretty much a very even matchup. So here goes Hakimi trying to keep the ball in. Don't believe he did. He did not. It goes out of play. But it's very, very clear to see what Borussia Dortmund is doing in this match. They are focusing on getting the ball out to that right-hand wing on Hakimi and see if he can get that ball crossed into the middle. That's kind of where they've been doing their business. So it's going to be interesting to watch Alphonso Davies, who's a left back who likes to get up and play, forward a lot, and see him going up against Hakimi, who can be very dangerous, especially on the counter as well as regular possession. So here is Dortmund, Dahoud in possession. Dahoud passes up to Hakimi. Again, as we see, this is a constant setup here for Borussia Dortmund, as they seem to want to attack the young Alphonso Davies on that wing. So that pass there by Dortmund is intercepted, but falls right back to Brandt. Brandt goes back to Piszczek along the back. And now Hummel's in possession as Dortmund tries to pick up a little bit of the possession game that Bayern had been doing. A little bit of feeling out. That's kind of what we're used to seeing in this one. In a lot of these games since the break, a lot of feeling out in the first 15 minutes. Nobody's really going hard to get that first goal in the first 15. They're just trying to feel it out. So here comes possession for Dortmund. Dortmund get a pass for Haaland into the box, and it's blocked by Alphonso Davies and put out for a corner kick. So we have our first corner kick of the day, and that is going to be for Dortmund. Dortmund now sends Guerrero over to take the corner kick. The left boot coming from the right-hand side. So we'll probably see an in-swinger here looking for Haaland or maybe one of the center backs. Gets cleared away at the front of the near post and falls back to Dortmund, who's back in possession. But now they're fighting with Munich. Munich comes up with possession and pushes it back towards the middle. And it goes all the way to the Dortmund keeper, Berkey. Berkey up to Kimmich. And cleared out for a throw-in. Number 22 for Bayern Munich, which is Serge Gnabry. All right, well, we've got a little break in the action here. Make sure you subscribe to us. We're running a 1,000 YouTube subscriber challenge. Subscribe to our channel. Then step 2 is follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. If we reach 1,000 subscribers by the MLS All-Star Game, which is July 29th, but was recently canceled, so we'll just go with that date, then one social media follower will be randomly drawn to win their choice of either 2 tickets to any MLS regular season game and 2 Sons of a Pitch soccer t-shirts. No airfare included. We will give you the tickets and the shirts, but no airfare. Or make it easy, a $250 Visa gift card. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching with us here for the Der Klassiker Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. I am Mike, one of the co-hosts. Nick cannot be with me today because he's working, and I am not working right now. So there's that. Working remotely, I get to pick and choose my hours. So here is a chance for Dortmund. Passes into Haaland, and he takes a shot. It gets blocked. Now another one deflected, and offside is the call, rightly so. Looked like it did hit the back of the net. Hazard was offside on the shot there from Haaland, which was blocked back. And then when the Hakimi went to take a shot that was deflected, ugly, Hazard was offside. So no goal there. Right call on that one. And we restart play with a kick from the goalie, Manuel Neuer. All right, Ivan Adiko, where is the match? The match is being played in Dortmund at Signal Iduna Park, which is the home field for Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich is on the road in this one, although the home field advantage is not quite the same. The yellow wall is not there for Dortmund. Here's a chance as Lewandowski takes a shot from the top of the box on a long ball, but no problem for Berkey as he didn't get everything on it. So an easy save there for Berkey. Now, Dortmund here playing some possession. A long ball up top for Brandt goes out of play, and a throw-in for Pavard and Bayern Munich. Here is Kimmich. Ball looks to go out of play, but it didn't. Pavard back to Boateng and Alaba playing 1-2s back at the back. Now switches over to the left for Alphonso Davies, who has some space. Sends a cross in, but that's cleared out by Matt Hummels. Right back to Alphonso Davies. Davies makes a pass into the middle. Kimmich shoots a ball into Lewandowski. Oh, he missed it. It was actually Muller. Muller missed it, and it fell right to Berkey. That was 1-0 Bayern if Muller gets his head on it. Unfortunately for their side, he does not. All right, let's see. Rocky, you guys can do it. I didn't think I would get 100 followers on my Timbers fan page, especially without any games at Talkin' the Woods. Now, we'll get there eventually. We were rocking and rolling when the MLS season started with our team previews and whatnot. We started out with, I think we were at about 20 subscribers in mid-January when we started that. We're up to 300 now. So we're moving in the right direction. We've picked up 10 or so in the last couple of days. Once MLS is back, we will be hitting that 1,000. I know it. So anybody out there that might be a Portland Timbers fan, go check out Rocky's page at Talkin' the Woods, which you'll see there in the comments on Instagram. Go follow him on Instagram. A great partner here with Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast, always with us on these lives and gives us lots of good content to talk about. So, Ivan Adiko, please show us the game. Unfortunately, I will not show the game. We will do live commentary throughout, but I will not show the TV. I did that back for the USA-Canada game back in October last year and got slapped with a 90-day penalty. So, not going to happen on this one, but you're more than welcome to hang around, or if you can find a link somewhere else, go for it. Here is the first yellow card as Hummels gets beaten there by Coman and grabs him by the stomach there, gives him a nice big bear hug, and we are looking at a first yellow card for Matt Hummels. So center back in trouble with a yellow card already, and we're only looks like we're only about 13 minutes in. So that is not what you want from a start there for the center backs, but with the 5 substitutions now allowed with FIFA, that might be able to change. So there's a long cross in from Bayern. However, it goes all the way through the box, and Pavard is in possession now. Drops it back to Coman. Coman over to Muller. And given away cheaply to Haaland. Haaland then gives it right back. But now we've got a little bit of a rush here to Hood coming down the left if he can catch up to the ball, which he can't. So would have been a nice chance there for Borussia Dortmund, but did not come through. So again, thank you all for joining us today on this live stream reaction for the Der Klassiker, Dortmund versus Bayern the top of the table clash in the Bundesliga. Who will be at the top of the table after the end of this match? Well, that answer is simple. Now that I've said it, it will be Bayern Munich, but it will either be a 1-point lead or a 7-point lead. Or, if it's a draw, it will stay the 4 that it is. So right now, currently, you've got Bayern Munich at the top, and they are 4 points up on Borussia Dortmund. Here is Brandt in possession in his own half, switches over and plays it over the head of Piszczek to go out for a throw-in for Bayern Munich in the attacking third. Big mistake there by Brandt. Not something you see out of him very often. Now a throw in for Alphonso Davies of Bayern Munich. Munich passes back to Kimmich. Kimmich starts to build a little bit of possession as he hits it over to Boateng. Boateng over to Pavard. Right now, possession in this one is 58% for Dortmund, 42% to Bayern. 4 shots total for Dortmund and 2 for Bayern Munich. Now, as far as on goal, Dortmund has had 2 on goal out of those 4 shots, 0 on goal for Bayern Munich. So Alaba taking the ball all the way down into the attacking third, and then steps back after dropping it off to Davies. Davies then drops it back to Kimmich. Now a nice pass in, but too far as Berkey comes out of his goal and smothers it. So 16 minutes into this one. No team has had a real lead in this one. A little bit more possession to Dortmund, but not a ton of more possession or anything like that. So it's pretty even. Both teams had a few chances. Rocky says, Mike, who do you have for this game? You think 1-1 draw? I mentioned it earlier. My guess is a 2-2 draw. I think we're going to see some goals, but I see a draw here just based on the fact that there's no home field advantage. If this was a full stadium pre-coronavirus, I would say that Dortmund would pull this victory off. But without those fans in the building, I'm seeing a 2-2 draw because these teams are so evenly matched talent-wise that's on the field today. Here is Davies at the back, goes back to Kimmich, who drops it off to Boateng. Boateng looks forward, passes up the middle to Lewandowski as it falls all the way back to Boateng after a quick clearance. Now Coman down the right-hand side, looking for a pass into the middle, does a couple step-overs, and drops it back, and it's almost broken up, and this time it actually is, but no foul called on that one. Lewandowski tries to slide a ball into Coman, who was making a slight run into the box, but nothing there, as now a foul against Bayern Munich on Delaney for Borussia Dortmund. Ezzy Secker, I want to watch. Hey, man, I don't blame you. I'd want to watch this one, too. I have not seen any streams or good links as of yet, but follow along here. I will keep you up to date on what's going on with the scores, the starting lineups. I won't be able to make the changes to the substitutes during the game because I don't have my tech person with me or somebody to take over the talking. But I'll keep you updated on what is happening in this game. 17th, almost now the 18th minute, and we are looking at a Bayern Munich throw. Alphonso Davies throws it in. It gets taken away there by Hazard. Hazard making a run into the box and cuts back outside of the box. Drops it off to Delaney. Delaney now working backwards. Goes all the way back to his center back. And out wide to Guerrero, who scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. But he seems to come on later in the game, so he's not really one to get things going in the beginning. But usually around the 30th, 40th minute mark, that's when he starts to come alive. So Pixel, give link, please. I do not have a link for this one. If anybody has a link in the chat, go ahead. Share it. We're all big fans of soccer. If you're hanging with me, great. If you can find a link to the game, that's great too. So, but if you do that, please subscribe down below and help our channel grow so that we can get monetized, so that I can do these all the time, and my wife won't be mad at me because I'll be bringing in some bacon. So here is Bayern Munich. Coman switches wide out to Thomas Müller. Müller centers it, but easily cleared away by Delaney. Now a very, very high Lewandowski takes the ball almost at the halfway line. He's kind of playing back there with his defenders, and Davies is up towards the top corner of the 18. He goes back to Serge Gnabry. Gnabry goes over to Kimmich. Kimmich now over to number 18, Goretzka. Here is Coman in the box, makes a turn, looks to center it to number 22, Serge Gnabry shoots, it's cleared off the line. Oh, wow, what a chance for Bayern Munich. That was the first goal of the game, no doubt, but in the right place at the right time was, I believe it was number 26, Piszczek, the center back, makes a great clearance off the line. So Bayern had his chance to get that first goal. Dortmund in possession now with Erling Haaland up top making a run, but that pass from Brandt is blocked, and they call a foul on Serge Gnabry on that one. So first chance of the day, real good chance for Bayern Munich. Just happened. Kingsley Coman with that centering pass to Gnabry. Took a little bit of time. Beats Berkey to his right. But Piszczek with a beautiful little shot off the outside of the boot to clear that line. So well done there from Piszczek, who's looked strong at the back for Dortmund. Goretzka just getting up slowly for Bayern Munich. Trying to eat up a little bit of time, I guess. Why? I don't know. He looks like he might actually be hurt here. But Lewandowski talking with his teammates. He's kind of been MIA. He's been playing a little high towards the middle of the park, not up top like I would have thought. Hakimi gives the ball away for Dortmund, and it goes out for a throw for Bayern. And Alphonso Davies comes over to the left-hand touchline to take this throw. So Davies passes back to Muller. Muller over to Lewandowski at the halfway mark. Goes out wide to Pavard. Pavard trying to make a little bit of a run. Goes back to Goretzka. Goretzka over to Kimmich. Kimmich patches out wide again to Pavard on the right-hand side. Coman goes back. And now we have Kimmich in possession. Drops over to Alaba, the center back. He tries to make a little bit of a run down the left because there's a lot of space. Alphonso Davies kind of cut into the center and created a lot of space for Gnabry, who makes another run out towards the middle and goes back to Boateng. So some solid possession right now for Bayern Munich. As these possession numbers should be evening up pretty much very quickly. Dortmund now at 54% to Munich's 46%. Alphonso Davies here with possession. Tries to go around the defender. However, it gets broken up. And now he chases back and gets the ball back. And that is the hunger that we have seen from Alphonso Davies that's just been unbelievable. And why he is now a consistent starter at Bayern is that type of athleticism and that type of drive. He goes after everything. He gives 120% every time he's on the field. And that is great to see for his standpoint as well as for the Canadian men's national team and their standpoint, because they need all the help they can get. And being a big TFC fan, and I'm from Toronto, I am rooting for Canadian men's national team to get back into the picture. So here is a foul on Bayern Munich, a free kick for Dortmund. Now, high boot as Guerrero went to head the ball away. They're in possession now. Delaney cuts back. And now a long ball up the field to Erling Haaland. And now Delaney, Matt Hummels actually with some nice footwork there, but unfortunately puts it a little too far for Haaland. Can't get on the end of it. All right, here's Davies. Davies passes into the middle. Lewandowski, again, playing very, very high. Here is Alphonso Davies, plays it back to Alaba. Alaba over to Boateng. Boateng passes over to Pavard. Pavard back to Boateng as the 1-2s keep going through the center backs and the wing backs. Just holding on to some more possession, building a little bit. They've had a couple good chances lately, and that's kind of what they're doing now. Neuer in possession, takes a long ball up to Davies. Torgan Hazard misses it. Davies comes into possession, passes to Lewandowski in the middle. Gnabry shoots it down to Coman on the right-hand side, takes a shot, and a great save by Berkey. That was another great chance there. Berkey with a nice save. Pavard back in possession for Bayern Munich at the top of the box. tries to send it in to Muller, and it goes off the Dortmund defender for a corner kick. So, Bayern starting to put the pressure on here in the 24th minute, starting to get more chances, more shots. That's the first shot on goal. But possession is now a dead even 50-50. Shots are right there. So things are starting to happen in this game. And as we've seen through all the Bundesliga games, you usually start to see things pick up in usually about the 25th to 35th minute. That's when we start to see a lot of the goal scoring and whatnot, and the physical play start heating up as well. So Dortmund clears out the corner very easily. Guerrero with a nice pass that goes just a little bit too far and is cleared all the way back down for a goal kick for Dortmund. So Dortmund with the goal kick. Berkey will take this one. Thanks again for joining us here, Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast, on this live stream reaction for the Der Klassiker. Bayern Munich visits Borussia Dortmund in an empty stadium. If you have not subscribed already, make sure to do so. Make sure to look for us on social media as well, on Twitter at SOP Soccer, Facebook at Sons of a Pitch Soccer, or you can find our podcast, which we'll actually be recording tonight, on iTunes, Google Podcast, or Spotify, or anywhere else that you get your podcast, to learn all about United States men's national team and MLS. So back to the action here. Bayern Munich in possession still. Lewandowski with a nice run down the middle of the field. And a great tackle by number 26, Pizicek, the center back who cleared the one shot off the line. He's having himself a hell of a game. Here is Hazard now on the counter. Hazard goes down the right-hand flank to Hakimi. Hakimi centers it back to the middle for Brandt, who can take a nice left-footed shot, but he takes too long, drops it over to Dahoud. Dahoud's still at the top of the box with possession, and they've missed this chance as the ball gets tackled away. A very poor execution there by Dortmund. They had a great chance to really get on the board there with that break, but they couldn't do it, and there is a foul there on Dahoud to give a free kick for Bayern in their own half. Here is Bayern working quickly. Alaba down the left, a lot of space down the left. Goes back to Davies. Davies over to Gnabry. Davies starts to cut into the middle a little bit, so does Gnabry. Back to Kimmich. Kimmich drops it off, but a little bit too sloppy there as the Dortmund player Delaney makes the interception and drops it off to Guerrero. Guerrero back to Brandt. Guerrero shoots back up to Delaney. Delaney in possession, and that's going to be a foul, most likely. And it is there on, I can't tell exactly, it looks like Pavard there, the left back, or the right back, excuse me, for Bayern Munich. And there, as they show the replay, very easy call to make, as there was a lot of contact. Whoa, you guys are sweating. All right, sorry, guys, getting interrupted here by my children, who apparently just went for a run because they've got a lot of water on their face, so they're sweating, or they went and put water on their face. I think it might be the second there because they're giggling and laughing. So here comes Borussia Dortmund with a little bit of possession. Haaland with a scissor kick that he kind of flanks off to the left and cleared out nicely by Alaba. Dahoud back in possession outside the box. It's blocked off by, looks like Goretzka. And now Alphonso Davies ends up with a throw-in for Borussia Dortmund as Davies tried to track it down, but he could not. So Dortmund now with some possession, kind of falling back. Right when I say Bayern Munich is, Bayern Munich's in control and having a lot of possession, Dortmund comes up and gets some good possession. So Lewandowski gets fouled by Pizicek, back off the ball a little bit, and Pizicek, who's had a very good game for Borussia Dortmund, comes over and helps him up. Good sporting, good sport over there by Pizicek. Looks like Lewandowski, I think he'll be okay. All right, just going into the 29th minute. What are your guys' thoughts? Let us know in the chat. How do you see this game going? Who do you think is going to take the victory? What are you guys seeing? And if anybody has a link, please send it. Peter Turich is looking for a link to this one. But again, haven't seen any links here yet so far. So let us know down below in the chat what you think is going to be the result of this game. What's your prediction? We're now 29 minutes in. Both teams have had some good chances. And I'm still sticking with my 2-2 draw. So that's my pick. Now we're back underway after a little bit of a delay. Sorry about that little delay there. Nothing missed though. We have some possession here by Dortmund, and the ball goes out of play for an Alphonso Davies throw. He throws it all the way back to Manuel Neuer, who kicks back to Davies. Davies in possession down the left, and a foul on Hazard as Davies tries to go around him. All right, here comes Bayern Munich in possession now. Boateng out to Pavard. Pavard goes back to Kimmich. Kimmich looking for Pavard but miss-hit, and Dortmund in possession now as Brandt goes to Torgan Hazard, who's outside the box. He's lining up a shot. He passes back to Haaland. Haaland with the shot gets deflected, and Hakimi is beaten to the ball by Alphonso Davies, who's having himself a very good game as well. He's been forward a lot. He's been back a lot. The athleticism is just on top of the world from what we're seeing there for Alphonso Davies. So here comes Dortmund now in possession. Delaney in the middle of the park. Now Brandt right at the top of the 18. Brandt goes out wide to Hazard. Hazard back to the middle, and Alaba with a beautiful clearance out. If he missed that one, it was 1-0 Dortmund. But Haaland was lining it up. But he gets it out of play for a corner kick, and now Dortmund will have its next corner, which will be their second corner kick of the game. Looks like we've got, I believe, Guerrero coming over to take it for Dortmund. As the defense gets lined up, the center backs are coming up. They end up playing short to Hakimi. Hakimi sends the ball to the back post, and then it's just flubbed by Brandt. Hummels gets up, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. So a little bit of a chance there, a half chance created out of that corner kick, but it is a goal kick for Manuel Neuer, who plays out a pass to Alphonso Davies, who sends a long ball up to Gnabry, but it misses him after the deflection by, looks like, Piszczek there. Davies playing the ball nicely up, and then it goes out for a throw-in for Dortmund. So now possession is 51-49 for Munich. Bayern Munich now in the possession lead. But we've got Bayern in possession again. Kimmich out to Pavard. Pavard just crosses the halfway line, going from the right to the left. Now Coman just outside the 18 on the right-hand side. Comes back inside, and a nice deflection there by the Dortmund player, Akanji. That's the first we've heard of him today. And here is Erling Haaland, who is in through on goal, one-on-one, goes to take a shot, and a beautiful defensive play by Alphonso Davies. Catches up to him, picks his pocket, cleanly in the box. Wow. I mean, this guy ran back probably 40, 50 yards in, I don't know, just really short amount of time. A beautiful, beautiful defensive play by Alphonso Davies, who was having a great game. Again, every game he seems to have been having a great game. Here's Thomas Muller on the left-hand side. Goes back to Alphonso Davies. Davies with all the time in the world as he plays the ball to the middle to Kimmich. Kimmich switches it over to the left-hand side to Pavard. Bayern really in control here, other than the odd counterattack by Erling Haaland and Borussia Dortmund. Goretzka gets his pass broken up, but only as far as Kimmich, who plays it all the way back to Neuer. Manuel Neuer, the keeper for Bayern Munich, passes up to Alaba. Alaba over to Boateng and back. All right, here comes Kingsley Coman up to Pavard. Lewandowski now sends it into the box, but it's broken up by Dortmund, and they try to spring the counterattack, but Erling Haaland was going the wrong direction, and Pavard goes back and takes the ball again for Bayern Munich. Kimmich now in possession just over the halfway line. Kingsley Coman in possession. Now a through ball, let go dummied there, and the Borussia Dortmund player Piszczek goes back and is able to clear that one back to his keeper for an easy pickup for Roman Bürki. All right, here comes Dortmund now, but it's given away. Gnabry now in possession, and that looks like that could have been a foul. No foul given there for Muller. Now it is Hazard. Hazard passes up to Brandt. Brandt goes back to Hazard. Kind of missed it there, but he gets the ball back to Delaney. Delaney with a switch over to Guerrero, who has tons of space over on the left-hand side, but it's defended nicely by Lewandowski, who has not been up top much at all this game. Here's another pass, and now it is Dahoud in possession, goes out to Brandt. Brandt sends it back across, but misses. It's kind of a half shot, half cross that goes out of play for a goal kick for Bayern Munich and Manuel Neuer. All right, well, we are here now in the 35th minute. Nothing to speak of as of yet. Possession at 52-48 for Bayern. 7 total shots for Dortmund, 4 for Bayern Munich, both teams with 2 shots on goal. In the meantime, while we just kind of see the Bayern Munich players playing some back and forth, make sure you check out our awesome swag, merch, whatever you want to call it. Get it at sonsofapitch.redbubble.com. You can get this awesome mug I'm drinking out of, or this t-shirt that I'm wearing. We've got it all from bath mats to shower curtains and pictures and stickers. So go check it out, Sons of a Pitch Soccer, sonsofapitch.redbubble.com. Not only do you support the growth of our podcast and the growth of soccer in the United States, you're also going to get a kick-ass t-shirt, and you're going to get lots of laughs when you're out there in the streets wearing it. People laugh at me all the time with the Sons of a Pitch, and you all know what they're thinking, but we'll leave it at that. So go check that out while you're on our halftime break here coming up in a few minutes, just about 10 minutes or so plus stoppage time. Now here is Hazard over on the left-hand side at the top of the box as it's blocked out nicely by Kimmich. Kimmich passes over to Coman as Bayern are looking to build up a little possession and get out of their own half. Goes back to Neuer. Neuer then turns it over to Delaney. Delaney goes back to Dahoud. Dahoud over to Brandt. Brandt passes into Guerrero. Guerrero now back to Brandt as they start to play a little bit backwards. Delaney back to Brandt. Now over to Piszczek at the center back position, who's playing about the just over the halfway line. And Dahoud goes back to Matt Hummels, who's on a yellow card for Dortmund. The only yellow card of the game to this point, I believe. Yes, that is correct. Now all the way back to Bürki, the goalkeeper, as Bürki shoots it out, and it's cut off by Alphonso Davies. Nice play there by Serge Gnabry as Alphonso Davies makes a run, but it's broken up from behind by Dahoud. All right. Now in the 38th minute, Delaney in possession goes over to Hakimi, who's kind of been quieted. It's kind of a push back and forth by Davies and Hakimi. And when Hakimi is forward, Davies is pushed back. And for the most part, Davies has been pushed up forward. And that's been a very fortunate place for Bayern Munich so far today, and keeping Hakimi from making those runs down the flank, which is really what Dortmund is built on. So a good job there by Davies and by Bayern Munich from that standpoint. So here is Kimmich. Kimmich goes over to Thomas Muller, who's playing back as well. I think if Munich can start to play Muller and Lewandowski up further, kind of, and maybe even Coman, push him a little bit further instead of playing so far back, I think they might end up breaking this defense down, this three-man back line for Dortmund. But that's just my opinion. Maybe the coach will take a look at that at halftime, but I don't see any big tactical changes coming as of yet. So here is Alaba goes out to Alphonso Davies. Davies being defended by Holland. He just spins right around him into 4 defenders, makes a run into the box, and gets pushed off by Matt Hummels for a goal kick. Oh, wow. He just took on 4 Dortmund players and went right through them. You got to watch the highlights on this one because it was nasty. And then Hummels kind of had a little bit better of a position on him because if he didn't, that's going to be an easy penalty. But nothing there given by the referee, and I don't think you're going to see a penalty given for the first goal in this game. So here comes Borussia Dortmund trying to get any type of possession before this half, and Bayern Munich just keeps winning the ball back. Here is Kimmich in his own half, goes over to Alaba. Alaba looks like he's going to push forward to Davies. Nope, he goes back. Now it's Goretzka. Goretzka over to Coman. Coman makes the overlapping run to Pavard, and Pavard gets his cleared out, and a great shot there by Thomas Muller, and gets a nice save there by Berkey, but goes out of play for a Bayern Munich throw-in. So Munich is getting close. Mark Jan Van Goor, let us see the game instead of screaming stupid. Go find a link somewhere else. So here is Alaba, passes over to Pavard. Pavard goes into Muller. Muller gets his shot deflected, and Bayern will have another corner kick. So Bayern now with their second corner kick of the game. Both teams with 2. As we wait for Bayern to take this kick here, it is Kimmich. Lewandowski in the area getting ready. Looks like we're going to see an outswinger here by the right-footed Kimmich. And it falls through the box, and everybody misses it. Guerrero with possession over to Hazard. Hazard back to Guerrero. Drops it off to Delaney, and it's blocked off by Goretzka. And Gnabry down the line, blocked by Delaney. But almost given away, and given away again. So Dortmund really can't even get out of their own half right now. That would have been a foul, but a great run into the box by Goretzka, and his pass, his shot goes out wide for a goal kick. All right, so we're almost there at halftime. Thanks again for joining us. Appreciate you guys joining this stream and following along with this game, even if you can't watch it. So here is a chance here for Dortmund to try and get out of their own half. Haaland with 4 shots in this one, as they show his stats, 15 touches and his top speed of 33 kilometers per hour. Here is Hakimi down the right-hand side, passes back to Brandt. Brandt goes back to Piszczek. It goes all the way back to his keeper, Berkey. Berkey just holding on to the ball, takes a long ball up the middle, gets headed away by Boateng, right up to Kingsley Coman at the top of the box. And he's still in possession at the top of the box. Goes back, a nice little chip over the line by Kimmich, but it is cleared away by Matt Hummels. Now Kimmich back in possession over to Pavard. He's got Goretzka in the middle who has a lot of space. Now over to Lewandowski. Lewandowski goes back to Goretzka. And now Lewandowski to Gnabry. Gnabry is making runs on both sides of the pitch. Goes back and gets deflected by Dortmund and goes all the way to the other side for Alphonso Davies for Bayern Munich. He makes a nice little pass into the middle, gets deflected by Delaney. As we see a little bit of a 1-2 by Kimmich, tries to chip the keeper, and it's in! A beautiful chip by Kimmich, and it is 1-0 Bayern Munich. What a chip. Wow, that was a beautiful goal for Bayern as he saw Berkey cheating and went out and got that first goal of the game here in the 43rd minute. So Davies passes it in, goes back to Davies. Davies takes a pass that gets deflected by Delaney. Lewandowski back to Kimmich, and he floats it. Berkey gets his fingertips on it, but cannot send it over the bar. So just outside the 18. And Berkey barely gets his fingers to it, actually slows it down a little bit, and it falls into the back of the net. So 1-0 Bayern Munich, a deserved lead for Bayern, at least in my opinion, from where we are right now. So, Rocky, chill, chat room. He will get shut down if he shows the game. Exactly. I don't know how some of these channels, I don't know if they just create new channels all the time with different email addresses and stuff, and do streams that way, and then getting shut down, and then just rotate accounts. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm not doing that. I'm growing a business over here. So thanks, Rocky, for having my back, and everybody else with the comments, feel free to speak your mind. I'm in a free country. Free speech. Have at it. Here we see Borussia Dortmund trying to just kind of hold off and keep this 1-goal deficit, maybe hit on a counter before they can switch things up tactically at the half. But the ball's given away, but there was a foul there on Boateng on Dortmund's Dahoud. So possession's now up to 52% for Bayern Munich. And Dortmund looks to take this one quickly to the head of Hazard. Alphonso Davies cleans it up and starts to run up the field. Knocks it back into the middle for Goretzka. Goretzka over to Pavard. And Bayern Munich back on the push once again. So here is, looks like Boateng at the back. Alaba. And Dortmund's got to be kicking themselves right now. Down 1-0 right before the half. They're going to have to switch things up tactically, because if they keep things the way they are now, Bayern is running all over them right now with possession, with the chances, and now that eventual goal. So here's Kimmich. He's playing back to Boateng. Boateng over to Pavard, as they're just playing keep away to take this one into the halftime break. So here is Delaney, goes out wide to Hakimi, who has just been pushed back all day long by Alphonso Davies, and has not been able to get much going. Here he might be able to get something going, though, as he goes down the right-hand side, passes it into the middle to Hazard. Hazard back to Delaney. Delaney goes all the way back to his center back, Akanji, as they just can't seem to get anything going. And there is the whistle for halftime, 1 minute of stoppage time. It's halftime, 1-0 Bayern Munich on the Kimmich goal. We will be back in just a few minutes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not done so yet. Rocky does it all. All right, the thumbs up in America. America, you got it. We're in America. That's what I'm talking about. Enjoy this halftime break, and hang tight. I will be back in the second half to give you some more feed from what I'm seeing here. So stay tuned, everybody. We're back. The second half is underway. Dortmund in possession here. Hakimi, there have been a couple subs as expected for Dortmund, and already a great chance there for Serge Gnabry there. So not a bad start, but we've got a few changes here. I'm going to get those to you in just a second once they show them over here on ESPN. But Kimmich now with a corner kick. Kimmich, the goal scorer for Bayern Munich, as he gets ready to shoot over an in-swinger. Emre Can comes on for Delaney for Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund clears this one out. Haaland, nice and tall header, gets it out, and they come back on the counter. Emre Can came on for Thomas Delaney, as well as, I believe, Jadon Sancho was brought on as well. That's the matchup everybody's been looking for, is Sancho there against Davies. And here comes Dortmund now, broken up nicely by Bayern. And Davies in possession goes back to his center back, Boateng. All right, second half underway. 1-0 lead for Bayern Munich. It's time for Dortmund to show up or shut up, because if they lose this one and they're 7 points down with 7 matches remaining, they're going to have a really hard time trying to come back into to win the Bundesliga this season. So thanks again for joining us for the Dirt Klassiker. Here, Borussia Dortmund hosting Bayern Munich, number 1, visiting number 2 in the table. Pavard in possession down the right-hand side. goes over the top for Coman, who is onside, passes in, but too far for everybody as it goes out of throw for a throw-in for Borussia Dortmund. Now here is Can. Emre Can goes all the way over to the left-hand side there for Guerrero. Guerrero for Dortmund, who has a goal in each of his last 2 games, 3 total in the last 2 games. He goes back to Dahoud in the midfield. Dahoud looks to switch it, but he ends up going back to Akanji. Akanji just standing there with the ball, getting a little bit of possession for Dortmund, who really needed at this point. They were down big time possession-wise to Bayern Munich in the first half, at least towards the end of that first half. The halftime stats for this one was Munich 54% possession to 46% for Borussia Dortmund. Total shots 7 for Dortmund, 6 for Munich. 2 shots on goal for Dortmund, 4 shots on goal for Bayern Munich. Munich, of course, has that 1 goal. Fouls, 7 for Munich, 3 for Dortmund. 1 yellow card for Dortmund. That was on Matt Hummels. As here comes Dortmund in the middle. Dahoud in the center of the field. Lines up a long shot right into the chest of Manuel Neuer. You're not going to beat one of the best keepers in the world from that type of distance when you shoot it anywhere near him. Also then, only 1 offsides in this one, and that was on Dortmund when Haaland was making a deep run. 3 corners for Munich to 2 for Borussia Dortmund. 2 saves for Dortmund for 1 for Munich. So Bayern has had the better of the first half. They do have the lead, a deserved lead. Here's Sancho for Dortmund as he goes to switch down to Hakimi. Hakimi now watched carefully by Goretzka and Alphonso Davies. Davies now goes off onto Hazard, makes him play the ball back, and we see that broken up there and goes out of play for a Dortmund throw. So we talked a little bit about predictions in the first half. If any have changed, anybody got any predictions for this ending up? Do we think that Dortmund's going to pull it off, come back on this one in this Der Klassiker? Do we think Bayern Munich will get the victory? Let us know in the chat down below. We got a comment here. Love your stream. Thanks, man. And Benjamin Jansen, thank you. Make sure you subscribe down below to not miss any of our awesome soccer content, whether that's our podcast, our picks and predictions once MLS gets back into play, Predict 6 for MLS, live commentaries for the Bundesliga, any of the other leagues that come back, MLS when they come back. Just an awesome soccer channel, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We had a great response in the first half, over 10 subscribers in the first half. Love to see another 10 in this second half, making it worth it for taking some time away from my job here to bring live soccer to everybody. So, now in possession, Bayern Munich. Davies down the left just makes it look so effortless as it's broken up there by Dortmund, and Berkey comes out to claim it at the top of the box. Now here is Akanji back up to Dahoud. Dahoud gets a ball stolen by Gnabry, and Lewandowski turns it over at the top of the box. And here comes Hakimi, who's going to have to put his bigger stamp on this second half if they want anything to happen for Dortmund. So here is a foul on Hakimi, starting to get forward a little bit, and boom, there you go. Comes out with a foul, nice rough foul there by Goretzka. Say, get back to where you were all first half, son. We're not going to let you run up and down the flanks. So, Benjamin, thank you. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Very much appreciated. Tell your friends about us and help us continue to grow. Here is Dortmund up top. Jadon Sancho in possession, scoots it over to Guerrero. Guerrero passes back to the middle, too far for Haaland, and broken up by Bayern Munich. Here's Emre Can for Dortmund as they're starting to build a little bit more possession than we saw in the second half. So those tactical switches there for Dortmund, as well as some of the substitutions they've made are starting to pay off a little bit. So possession has kind of dropped down a little bit, and a little bit closer to 50-50, and looks like we're getting a little bit of a better second half here as far as how even the game will be than what we saw in the first half. So here's a ball cut off by Lewandowski and broken up by Sancho, but Lewandowski pulls it back, makes a long pass, top of the box, takes a shot with his left foot. That gets blocked. And now it's Thomas Muller. He's about 10 yards outside the 18, passes over to Pavard. Pavard over to Coman. Takes his guy on, sends a cross in, and Berkey gets his fingertips to it and cleared out by Hakimi. But only as far as the midfield. And now Pavard back in possession for Bayern Munich. Kicks it back to Boateng. Boateng goes back to Neuer. And Bayern is going to enjoy a little bit of possession here after the start of Dortmund. So here comes Davies on the left-hand side. Flies past Hakimi. And now Bayern with possession in the midfield. Pavard over to the goal scorer, Kimmich. Kimmich back into Goretzka, just playing some keep away right now. Dortmund not really pressuring, which is surprising. I'd like to see some more pressure from Dortmund. Here's a chance, and deflected, and a nice save there by Berkey on Goretzka. Hakimi couldn't clear it out, and a foul there on Bayern Munich to give a free kick that I'm assuming Berkey will end up taking from just outside his 6-yard box. Yeah, strong hand by Berkey this time. Not so much could be said on the first goal that Kimmich got on the chip. He couldn't quite get a big hand to it on that one, and that's why we're at 1-0 Bayern Munich. So here is the free kick taken by Berkey just outside his 6. Looking for somebody to kick the ball up to. And it goes right to Alaba, who plays it out for a Dortmund throw. And now a foul on Goretzka on, looks like Can. Will we see a yellow card here for Goretzka? He's had a couple fouls in the last couple minutes. Maybe not. Looks like the ref gave him a talking to. I think he's probably got one more chance. And the next foul, he's going to be going in the book. Here is Coman. Goes back to Kimmich. Kimmich goes all the way back to his keeper as Bayern continues more pressure. Here is Coman at the top of the box, nicely broken up by Guerrero, and Sancho goes on a bit of a run here. All right. Here comes Bayern Munich as Gnabry slips and Hakimi takes over the possession and shoots a ball up to Erling Haaland, which has kind of been all they've been doing all day, is just trying to feed the big man up top to try and make a run. Has not worked out well for them so far. Here is Manuel Neuer, shoots off to Pavard. Pavard shoots it up the field, only as far as Akanji, who breaks it up for Dortmund. Dahoud now right at the center of the park. Steps back to Matt Hummels, who is on a yellow card. The only yellow card of the game so far belongs to him, the center back for Borussia Dortmund. Akanji back in possession as Dortmund seem to be calming things down a little bit, as that is overhit on the switch by Akanji over for Hakimi. So Dortmund started out the second half a little bit better. However, it's kind of tilted back to Dortmund not playing so hot and Bayern playing better again. So hopefully Dortmund can refine what they had for the first 5 minutes or so of that second half. another long ball up to Haaland, who wasn't even making the run this time, and Borussia Dortmund is just kind of sitting back, waiting for those long balls up to him, and Bayern Munich is more than content to sit back and allow them to keep doing that because it's not even close to successful. So here's a long ball by Munich. That looks like it will be ushered out of play by Guerrero. Nope, he stops it at the line and goes back to Matt Hummels. Hummels takes the ball up to Dahoud. Dahoud looking for somebody. Went to Hazard, but he was covered. And Erling Haaland back to Hazard. Hazard back to Dahoud as they start to make a move forward. Emre Can up to Hakimi, over to Sancho. Sancho still with the ball, back to Chan. Passes over to Hazard on the side. He shoots back to Haaland. He shoots and it gets deflected out wide for a corner kick. Bayern gives up the corner, and that is probably the best chance that Dortmund have had in about 45 to 60 minutes of this game. Since right in the beginning. Looks like it was blocked off. Oh, by an elbow, a chicken wing of, is that Alaba or Boateng? That is number 17, Boateng. No check by VAR. That's surprising because that was, for everybody that's watching, I'll kind of explain it. So he's down on the ground. He went to block it, and Erling Haaland took the shot. And as he went back and was sliding, he moved his elbow out like this to block the shot. It goes off of his elbow and goes out. Now the shot would have been on target, went out for the corner kick, and they didn't even take a look at it on VAR. I think the Dortmund fans will feel hard done by on that one because I think, in my opinion, that is a penalty, no doubt. So hopefully that will spur on Dortmund to kind of bring something back into this game. Rocky has a prediction of 1-1. There's a good possibility of that one. I'm thinking 2-2. What are your predictions down below? Let us know in the chat what you think this one will finish at to get your name on the books here. All right, so now in possession is Bayern Munich. Alaba over to Davies, who's been a little bit more quiet here in this second half because Hakimi's been pushing more forward and causing Davies to stay back more. But we'll see how that continues. Kimmich now in the middle, the goal scorer for Bayern Munich. And Goretzka plays it back to Boateng. Boateng back to Neuer. And it looks like Bayern are kind of slowing things down a little bit here and trying to stop Dortmund from picking up that lovely momentum that they seem to have gained over the last few minutes. One more goal out of this one, hoping that Dortmund can get something out of this match, just to hopefully prolong the battle of the Bundesliga here between these two squads and Leipzig, as well as maybe Mönchengladbach and Leverkusen. So a good one on tap this afternoon. Wolfsburg against Leverkusen. I wanted to do a live for it, but unfortunately I can't get to it today. That's what 4 kids will do to you. 4 kids and a wife. I can't spend all day watching soccer. We'll have to watch it when the kids go to bed tonight on DVR. So let's see. We got Nigel DeGrucci. Hello. Hey, Nigel. How are you? Benjamin, are you for Bayern or for Dortmund? Honestly, I think I really don't have a rooting interest in this one. I would like to see Dortmund just to make the race that much tighter and make it more exciting down the stretch here for the Bundesliga. I do like Alphonso Davies a lot, being Canadian. I root for Canada, and I'd like to see him do well, as well as Gio Reyna for Dortmund. So, I don't really have a rooting interest, but I'm gonna go with Dortmund now, just to make things exciting down the stretch. So Nigel Wagwarn, what you man saying? I don't know what that means. Here is a foul on, looks like Hakimi chasing back, and sets up a decent free kick for Bayern Munich here in the 63rd minute. Thomas Muller gets his shoulder into the back from Hakimi. And this could be a dangerous set piece for Bayern Munich, who could really put this one away with a second goal here. So Kimmich, the goal scorer, stands over it. All right. Benjamin, thanks for taking that. Nigel Lask, who scored for Bayern, and Benjamin took care of that. It was Joshua Kimmich off a beautiful chip from just outside the box. They caught Berkey a little bit high, and Berkey got his fingertips on it, the Dortmund keeper, but it was not enough to keep it out of the net. Here is Dortmund now in possession. A great move there in the midfield. Shoots it out wide. Jadon Sancho. Sancho goes back in the middle to Can. Emre Can over to Guerrero, who shoots it over to the other flank for Hazard. Hazard back to Guerrero as Dortmund start to build up a little bit of pressure in the attacking third, which is good to see for Dortmund. Jadon Sancho, every single Bayern Munich player is back except for Lewandowski, and he's even in his own half, but not back in the defensive third. So here comes Dahoud, and it looks like the ball went out of play on Dahoud, and it will be a throw-in for Bayern Munich. Here is that throw. Kimmich goes back to Boateng, over to Alaba. Alaba back to Kimmich as they slowly take their time up the field, either to eat up some more time or to try and build up a little bit of possession and slow down Dortmund. All right, Nigel, what team do you support? Ben, Bayern Munich. Awesome, good. Here, Nigel's got season tickets for Huddersfield Town, and he's a Manchester United fan. So good to see us connecting all of the soccer fans, football fans here on our live stream reaction. Thanks for joining. If you have not done so already, please subscribe. That helps us grow our business and puts you into a drawing for a chance at $250 if we end up hitting 1,000 subscribers by July 29th. So with that being said, I'll put it up there on the screen for you. Step 1, subscribe to us on YouTube. Step 2, find us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Follow us on there. If we reach that 1,000 subscribers, one social media follower will be randomly drawn to win their choice of either 2 tickets to any MLS regular season game and 2 Sons of a Pitch soccer t-shirts, or a $250 Visa gift card. So no airfare on the tickets to an MLS game. So Nigel, if you're there in England and you win for some way, you subscribe and you win, we're not going to fly you from England to an MLS venue. So we're a small growing podcast. So make sure you guys subscribe and help us grow. A yellow card comes out on a nice run, and Dahoud now looks like he was making a good run, and it was it Coman or Pavard that they're giving the yellow to? Oh, maybe it was Kimmich who kicked him in the shin instead of the ball. And actually it's Dahoud who gets the yellow card. Why? I have no idea. But yes, even the announcers are saying that's definitely not a card. So the ref must have missed that one. And now Bayern with possession at 51-49, 6 shots on target to Dortmund's 3. And here is Davies, back heels to Gnabry. And we're in the 68th minute. Bayern is just kind of taking control of this match, just trying to just hold the ball back, pass it around slowly, lightly, try and keep Dortmund from getting any sustained pressure. They're doing a well job of that. And Benjamin from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam. That is awesome. Great to have you guys on with us today, following along from the Netherlands and from England. Here is Dortmund now. Hakimi down the right-hand side. Goes back to his center back, Pizicek. Pizicek goes back to Berkey. And a foul there on Bayern. And Giovanni Reyna is ready to come on for Borussia Dortmund, the 17-year-old United States Youth International, getting some instructions from his coaches. He'll be on very shortly. Will, what channel is the stream on? I do not have, what I'm watching through is Fox Sports 1 here in the United States. I've got it through YouTube TV, but don't have any streams to any links or anything like that. Nothing's been popped up in the chat either. So here comes Borussia Dortmund, a little bit more pressure up there. Kahn with a long shot that gets blocked off. Now we see Torgan Hazard pass up to Jadon Sancho. Sancho up to Dahoud, back to Hazard, who's playing kind of high for a guy who's more offensive than defensive. Akanji now passes back to Hazard. Hazard down to Dahoud, who's making a run down the left-hand side. Goes to cut back, and it's deflected nicely by Goretzka and tackled away. Alphonso Davies now in possession, goes back to Goretzka. And yeah, Bayern is just kind of suffocating right now and just trying to bring this one home in the last 20 minutes plus stoppage time. Ball goes out of play for a Bayern Munich throw. And Davies passes over to Kimmich. Kimmich back to Davies. Davies with plenty of space to just hold on to the ball. Goes back to Alaba, over to Boateng. Boateng steps up over the halfway line, passes over to Pavard on the right. Pavard back to Boateng. Boateng to Alaba. Alaba over to guess who? Alphonso Davies, who goes over to Gnabry. Now they start to go forward a little bit after wasting a good minute off the clock with possession. And Alphonso Davies goes right through two players, but it is finally tackled away by Hakimi, and Dortmund tries to counter. Slowly, unfortunately, they didn't quite get the counter off the way they wanted to. Sancho goes back to Guerrero. Back to Sancho. Sancho back to the middle of the field there. A nice long ball down the flank for Jadon Sancho. He gets a foot to it, crosses it in, and just misses the net wide. Haaland, if he would have dove for that one, he might have gotten there as he goes down to the ground, maybe cramping up a little bit. Just doesn't seem to have the legs left in this one. But it gets past Neuer, and Giovanni Reyna is on for Haaland. So here's a chance for a young kid, 17 years old, to really, really take his chance and really become a star for Dortmund and a star in world football. If you can make a goal to tie the Der Klassiker in a type of game like this, that is huge. Let's see, we've got Benjamin and Will and Nigel all going back and forth as well. We've got somebody here in some Japanese characters that I am not familiar with, says, I am Japanese. Awesome to have all types and races and creeds on our show with us today. The world of football brings everybody together. I love it. Here is Davies in possession, holding onto the ball over to Kimmich. Kimmich back to Davies. Davies over to Alaba, over to Boateng. And I think that's something I'm going to be saying a lot for the next 15 to 20 minutes or so is Alaba to Boateng, Boateng to Pavard, Pavard back to Boateng as they play catch in the middle. And here is a corner kick. Might be a foul. Pizicek down on the ground for Dortmund. Is it a foul or a corner? Looks like it's going to be a foul. High boot on the chance there. And here comes some substitutions now. Kingsley Coman coming off from Munich. And Ivan Perisic is the one that's going to replace him. So Perisic, what an option to have Ivan Perisic come in off the bench. That's how you know you're one of the top clubs in world football. Looks Tanbir Rahman Sajid. I am Bangladeshi. Awesome. This is fantastic, guys. We got people from all over the world joining into this stream. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Share our feed as well. Let's see how many other countries we can get represented today before this game is over in 17 minutes. All right, Benjamin says, we love you, man. I am a big Bayern fan, but I can't see the match anywhere, so I am happy I can listen to it here. Good stuff, man. That's what I'm here for. If you can't get a stream, then I'm here. All right, now we get a foul and a yellow card given to Alphonso Davies with a tackle just outside the box. Gio Reyna with possession just outside the 18. Actually, a great tackle by Davies. Gets his foot to the ball, and even Davies is the players were pissed that he got a yellow card. It's the second yellow card of the campaign, and definitely not deserve it. It was a good tackle there by Davies, and I'm not saying that just because I'm Canadian and I'm a homer. So here is a chance now, a great position for a free kick. We've got Neuer setting up his wall. Looks like Hakimi and I can't tell who the other, Guerrero is over with his left foot, Hakimi with the right. And looks like they're setting things up here. A great chance I'd say about 22 yards out from... Shoots it right at Neuer. Didn't even have to move. And unfortunately wasted opportunity there for Guerrero and for Dortmund. But 15 minutes left plus stoppage time. Dortmund has time to get back into this game. I would love to see an equalizer here anytime now to really get this one a huge, great finish. That would be a hell of a finish if Bayern or if Dortmund could get one back. Master Kisau Hessium, thanks for joining us, Master Kisau. And I like soccer with those few emojis. I like soccer too. Thanks for joining. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and find us on our social media platforms so you guys never miss any of our live streaming action. Here comes Dortmund now with a little bit more sustained pressure, so we're starting to see Dortmund kind of pick some stuff up now since that change with Giovanni Reyna coming in for Haaland. Here comes Alphonso Davies down the left-hand side, plenty of space. Goes back to Muller. Muller goes to Gnabry just over his head as Gnabry was in all alone on that right-hand side of the box, but the cross was just a little too far. Kimmich now sends it in, and Hummels clears it only as far as Ivan Perisic, who sends it up into about the 15th or 20th row there in the stands. So Sancho with a little bit of a juggle there as they show the replay with his chest, his head, his foot, brings the ball down beautifully. Great talent there in Jadon Sancho. Here comes Dortmund. About 15 minutes left, maybe I'd say about 16, 17, 18 minutes with stoppage time as Sancho goes down the left-hand side. Taking on Kimmich one-on-one, goes back to Dahoud. Dahoud from the top of the box shoots, but it's blocked, but only goes back to Guerrero. Guerrero over to Hazard at the top of the box as Bayern Munich sends 8 guys deep into the box. A pass, and oh my God! Oh, Hazard has a beautiful chance, and he deflects it, and it goes just wide of the goal by inches, and that was Dortmund was just so close. And Hazard was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But, man, it was close to at least getting some guys excited there. So Boateng looks gassed for Bayern Munich there at the back. All right, we've got Tanbir. What are you drinking? Water. It's still too early to start drinking here. It's 1 o'clock. Central Standard Time here in Chicago, Illinois. So I am just drinking some water, and I'll start the scotch later on when we start our podcast episode recording tonight around 9 o'clock. Benjamin asked, do we have an Instagram account? We do. It's at Sons of a Pitch Soccer. On Instagram, you should be able to find us. Leave your handle in the chat on Instagram, and we will add you from there. Here comes another change for Dortmund. Looks like Götze coming in. Mario Götze coming in for Dortmund with about 12 minutes to go. He's getting his instructions now from the coaching staff. Now Bayern in possession, given away. Giovanni Reyna now takes it back, and Dortmund try to start to build up some pressure. A nice little run there by Piszczek, the center back. And Emre Can with a nice couple little moves there in the middle of the park. Goes out wide to Hakimi. Hakimi now cuts it back into the center. And here comes Hakimi down the left-hand side, his right-hand side, as goes back to Matt Hummels in the middle, shoots a long ball over to Guerrero on the left, back to Sancho. Sancho now holding possession about 30 yards out, goes to Can. Can looks to take a shot, but goes out wide for Hakimi, who sends in a cross that's cleared away by Alaba out for a Dortmund throw-in. So it is Piszczek, the center back, comes out for Götze. Julian Brandt was the sub for Sancho. Erling Haaland brought out, and Giovanni Reyna in. Thomas Delaney out, and Emre Can in for Borussia Dortmund. And you've only got the one sub for Bayern, and that is Kingsley Coman out, Perisic in as of right now. So 79th, 80th minute, 1-0 Bayern. Here is Sancho. Sends a nice switch over to, is that Hakimi? And it goes back to the middle. Number 10, Götze back, and Dortmund shoots, and a great save by Neuer. And an offside flag on Götze, who goes after the rebound. So Dortmund starting to put the pressure on. This last 10 minutes is going to be very exciting. So make sure you stick with us for the end of this one. I got a good feeling about this one. I think we're going to see some more goals in this one before all is said and done. All right, here is Kimmich. Some stats on him. 88% passes completed. 12 kilometers covered. And here is Lewandowski in possession, who makes a run down the right-hand side, takes it to the corner, and sends in a cross that falls all the way back to Thomas Muller, who should have taken the shot, but he didn't. Berkey comes out and clears that one and gets his hands to it to shoot it up the field to get something going for Dortmund. So he hands it off to Hummels. Hummels looking for somebody to pass to. Goes out wide to Hakimi, who's finally starting to turn things on a little bit. Götze with a little bit of a heavy touch down the right-hand side. Too far for Giovanni Reyna. And Manuel Neuer takes possession in the back. Shoots it upfield. A great little headed play. Passes it up to Muller down the left. Muller goes back to Lewandowski. Perisic, excuse me, who goes back to Davies. Now Davies falls back to Kimmich, and now we go back to the center backs to play that back to Boateng, to Alaba, to Neuer, and keep that ball away from Dortmund as much as they can in these last 8+ minutes of regulation. And here comes Lewandowski with a great shot off of the post. That came out of nowhere as Lewandowski comes up and makes a great left-footed shot. Gets deflected, looks like off of Delaney. Or actually, no, off of Hummels. And off of the post. Whew. That was a close one. So Dortmund now in possession. Götze flicks up. Bayern takes over possession in the midfield. Gnabry slowly back to his center back. Lewandowski with a chance here at the top of the box, but it's cleared off by Akanji. But only as far as Muller and Goretzka. And now back to Pavard, over to Boateng, over to Alaba. And back to Neuer. So we're getting close. Only a few more minutes left in this one. Dortmund now in possession. Dahoud passes back. And there's a long switch over to the left. Hazard in possession. Jadon Sancho is covered. He goes back to Dahoud. Dahoud over to Kahn. Kahn back to Dahoud, who gets it over to Guerrero. Gets a little flick over to Götze. Götze in possession, tries to go around Pavard, but no such luck as it's cleared out by Boateng, who looks to be cramping up. So I'm sure he'll take a seat on the field any moment here to try and eat up some more time. All right, Benjamin, I must go. Have a nice day. And next Bayern Munich match, I will watch here again. Awesome, Benjamin. Thank you very much. Hope you could. Good luck to Bayern here for the rest of the way. And if we do another Bayern game, we will definitely be looking for you. So thanks for finding us. Eugene states, do you watch the English Premier League, and what is your favorite team in England? I like Everton. I personally don't watch any Premier League, but my co-host Nick, who's working right now, he is a big Everton fan as well. So I always hear about Everton, but as far as Premier League, I don't have a team myself. Here comes Dortmund. Hazard down the left-hand side. They just showed the live standings, and it would be a 7-point lead atop the table for Bayern Munich if this result holds the way it is, a 1-0 Bayern win. And that would be pretty much, I would think, done and dusted for the title. So Dortmund's got to find a way to get back into this one. It's not over yet, though. I mean, there's a few more minutes left. Dortmund has had a couple good chances. And there's been a substitution now for Dortmund. I'm not sure who that is. And here is Kahn in possession. Goes back to Hummels. Matt Hummels in the center. Gio Reyna gets the ball shielded over the line by Alphonso Davies. Javi Martinez looks to be coming on for Bayern Munich. Lucas Hernandez came on for Boateng at the back. Let's see if Götze can pull something out of his hat here and get a good pass in. The old Götze of the past. Will he show up now for a little bit? Here is Akanji at the back. Passes up to Jadon Sancho. Sancho out wide. And there's a throw in there for Borussia Dortmund as Javi Martinez comes on for Bayern Munich. He comes on for Serge Gnabry. So that's another sub there for Bayern. I think that's their third or fourth sub. It looks like all five subs have been used for Borussia Dortmund, I believe. As number 28 comes into the match. Axel Witsel comes in for Dortmund. And they've got 3 minutes plus stoppage time to get something on there. Let's see, we got XX Cheyenne, XX Walner. Hello, how are you? Hey Cheyenne, how are you? I am doing wonderful. There is soccer on the television. It is live, and I'm loving every minute of it. So thanks for joining. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I hope your day is going as good as mine. Here is Munich clearing the ball up and out for a Dortmund throw. Does Dortmund have it left? Anything in the tank to get a goal? Here's Götze with the switch over to Hakimi on the right-hand side. Hakimi looked carefully by Ivan Perisic, who clears the ball back to Matt Hummels, who's playing extremely high now. With a long ball up for Götze, who tries to keep it in play, but he can't, and it's a goal kick for Manuel Neuer and Bayern Munich. Two minutes left in regulation. Can Dortmund pull this off? Can they get a draw out of this match? There's a foul there. Looks like a foul by Goretzka, but the ref puts the whistle to his mouth, but then holds it off, and Perisic takes the ball from Hakimi. And now here is Lewandowski, shoots it over to Javi Martinez, crosses back into the middle, and it's cleared away by Hummels. But only as far as Lewandowski, who hits over to Muller. Muller takes the shot, and it's deflected right into Berkey's hands. So Erling Haaland, they show him in the tunnel with his mask on barely over his mouth, not even over his nose. Let's see. Cheyenne, I'm not so good because Dortmund is losing this game. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Well, let's hope they can pull it off here in the last minutes. A stoppage time equalizer would be nice. So Cheyenne, hopefully that'll happen for you. Thanks for joining us. Here comes a shot down the right-hand side there. Now, Sancho, great footwork, comes to the middle, and Kimmich breaks up the play. Kimmich has had a fantastic game. Man of the match, no doubt. And there is a foul on Dortmund for a free kick for Bayern Munich. So everybody's checking their watches, getting ready for stoppage time here. We're about 20 seconds away from that. And just waiting to see what the amount of stoppage time will be for Dortmund to try and mount the comeback to tie it up. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That is it. No goals, just a lot of substitutions. So I'm seeing that's probably why it's only 3 minutes. Cheyenne, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. And now here's the ball played back to Neuer. And you've still got your hope, Cheyenne, hopefully. Here's Lewandowski, and pushed off by Akanji. And the ref gives a goal kick. That one probably, in my opinion, is a penalty. But the ref doesn't want to end the game like that. So that's a penalty all day long. That's a penalty. But luckily, the VAR lets it go for all you Dortmund fans out there. And here comes Hakimi, gives the ball away. But it goes out of play off of Davies. And now he's come over to have a couple words with the Dortmund coach. Or is it the Bayern Munich coach? It's the Munich coach who's pissed off about the penalty that was not called. So we're 1 minute into the 3 minutes of stoppage time. I'm sure he's going to add on a few more seconds because of this. And now here is Dortmund now in possession with a long ball up top. Gio Reyna, or is that Hazard, over to Reyna. Hazard looks for a run. Reyna holds on to the ball. He might be holding on a little too long. Goes to make a switch over to the right-hand side. Hakimi sends in a cross only as far as Kimmich, who has had a great offensive and defensive day, clears that ball out. And that one goes right to Neuer on a long ball over the top, who will just sit and kick the ball around until Hummels, the center back, runs onto him to try and get him to pick up the ball, which he does. So 1 minute left, plus maybe a few more seconds because of that stoppage for Dortmund to try and have any shot at a title this season, because unfortunately I think it will be done and dusted if Munich goes up by 7 points with 7 matches to play. Crazier things have happened, but with a team like Bayern, I don't see them dropping many points. Haven't really looked at their schedule yet to see how tough that schedule is. Here comes Emre Can. Passes the ball up. And there is a couple guys going after it. They both miss. It falls to the center back for Bayern Munich. And Berkey passes over to Guerrero on the left. This might be the last chance for Dortmund. Dortmund passes into the middle. Jadon Sancho in possession, looking for somebody, goes back to Akanji. Akanji looks to go to Guerrero. He passes it up, lets it go to Götze. Götze to Witsel. Witsel to Götze. Götze goes to shoot it in, and it goes right to Manuel Neuer. Does not cause any problems. The 3 minutes of stoppage time is up. We're just waiting for the whistle to come. Will he give another 30 seconds or so due to the conversation with the Bayern Munich head coach? Javi Martinez passes back to Muller. And now Perisic with lots of space down the left-hand side for Bayern Munich. And he's just holding the ball up. And now here's Lewandowski with a chance. And it's blocked. Dortmund goes to clear, and there's the final whistle. 1-0 Bayern Munich. Kimmich, the goal scorer, is fired up, screaming he is the hero of the Der Klassiker today for Bayern Munich. And unfortunately, Cheyenne, it did not pan out for you. Dortmund is going to have a rough go of it here to try and catch back up to Bayern after this loss at home. So that's it, 1-0. Any thoughts on the game today? Leave your handles, Instagram handles in the chat, or your Facebook, Twitters, and we will find you and follow you for joining us here in this awesome live stream reaction. So very much appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to get entered in to our drawing for a $250 Visa gift card and or 2 tickets to any MLS regular season game, plus 2 Sons of a Pitch soccer t-shirts. No airfare though. Can't afford to fly you from wherever you're coming. We've got followers in the Netherlands. We've got followers in the United States, in Canada, and Mexico, all over the world, in Africa even. We had some gentlemen from Nigeria on. So we can't send people all over the world, but we will give you tickets if you can get here, or just a $250 gift card. So that's that. Also, you can find our merchandise on Redbubble, sonsofapitch.redbubble.com. The cup I'm drinking out of, everything else, we've got it for you. Thanks again for joining. Really appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe button and hanging out with us. Rocky, thank you, sir, for joining us and hanging with us the whole time. You're a Bayern fan, resident Bayern fan for the podcast. We'll be most likely going live tonight for recording around 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30 Central Standard Time, which is about 7:30 your time. So catch us then. If not, we'll talk to you guys on the next live stream reaction. So thanks again. We'll talk to you guys very, very soon.